What should I do today? Maybe I should start that podcast I was trying to do. Wait, I have no idea what I want to do for a podcast. It's not a bad idea. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Green Guy Podcast, where we talk everything about our Philadelphia Eagles. This is my first episode, and I'm Eli Moody, checking in with the first ever broadcast of this podcast. Now, we will first be discussing how many fans the Eagles have above any other Philly sports team. The Philadelphia Phillies average around 41,000 fans a game. The Flyers average around 19,000, the Union average around 18,000, and the Philadelphia Wings average less than 10,000. Now, these may not seem like a lot to you, especially when you compare it to the Eagles' 69,000. Now, this shows how many fans the Eagles have. They are by far the biggest Philly sports fan base that there is. It is also very easy to mention that the Eagles are the most successful Philly sports team of the 21st century. Now, I don't even think you can name a Philly sports team that's won a championship in the 2010s or 2020s that isn't the Eagles. The Union haven't ever won one. The Flyers haven't won one since the 70s, and the Sixers haven't won one since the 80s. And not to mention the Phillies, who are the closest to the Eagles, have not won since 2008. It's really hard to say that any other team is more successful than the Eagles in Philadelphia. Now, I dare you to tell me a sport that can be played in Philly other than football that features snow. A Phillies game could never have such a big impact with the weather as that Rams and Eagles divisional round game did earlier this year. That game was memorable not just because of the great game that was played, but because of the amazing weather that people got to watch. You could see slowly, through the hours, how much snow piled down, not just at the stadium, but also in your house, which is pretty cool. But that feeling cannot be replicated by the Phillies, the Sixers, the Flyers, the Wings, or the Union, which is why the Eagles have the edge when it comes to weather. One thing that's important to mention also is the Eagles' ability to make amazing charitable events. They always know how to help the Philadelphia community. One example of this is the Eagles Autism Foundation. This helps bring awareness to people with autism, and it's a very nice and admirable thing that sets them apart from other Philly sports teams. And finally, last but not least, I already touched upon how big the Eagles fan base is. But it's also very vital to explain that they are one of the most dedicated fan bases you will ever see. Now, chances are you might not have been around for the vet, but many people who were know the crazy things that went down at that stadium. You could see Eagles fans committing crimes, doing insane things that you would not see at any other stadium. And while these things may not be something to be proud of, there's certainly something that shows how dedicated this fan base is. And you can also see it with some of the other things that fans do. Not every fan is a maniac, while some are. Some like to just buy a lot of jerseys. Some like to decorate their house with Eagles things. And it really shows that this fandom loves their team more than any other team in Philly. Now, thank you for checking into the Green Guy Podcast. This was not only my first episode, but certainly will not be my last. This was very fun, and I hope to see you soon. Bye now. All right. Oh, it's hot in here. Okay, one sec. Huh? Huh? Okay. I really wasn't kidding about that dedicated fan base thing.